How's it going, YouTube? And welcome back, agents. Today's simulation is a game of Domination on the Animus Core, over which I'm going to do my Q&A. I want to quickly preface this match by saying the full amount of time doesn't elapse, it actually ends early, so I'm trying to eke out as much time as I possibly can, which is why you're seeing the loading screen. Other than that, I want to display the awesome matchmaking that is AC3 by showing you that I picked Manhunt, but it stuck me in a game of Domination. Also, it stuck me on the team with two other Prestiges against a bunch of low levels. So yeah, awesomeness proceeds. I want to say thank you to those of you that submitted a question for this Q&A. Some of you submitted more than one question, so due to the limited amount of time that I have, I'm not going to be answering all of them. So if I miss your question or one of your questions, I apologise, but there's nothing I can really do about that. So let's get to it. Question number 1. Why did you start your channel on YouTube? Well, one of my interests outside of the interwebs is skateboarding, and I made a skateboarding video a few years ago, but when I started my channel I wanted to actually share it with a friend of mine who lives in America. He's originally from this country, but for his own reasons he ended up moving to America, and I told him about this video that I had and he wanted to see it, so naturally uploading it onto a video sharing website was the natural progression. So yeah, that's why I started my channel. Question 2. Where did you get your intro, outro from, what you say in commentary? Well, instead of me telling you, how about I just show you?
How's it going, Bill and Ted? Catch you later, Bill and Ted!
And as you can see, that's where I got my intro and outro from. Now, I don't exactly say it the same as they do, but you get some sort of idea of where I got it from. I wanted to have something unique to me, and I think I achieved that. Question number 3. What did or do you want to achieve with your channel? Well, I've been taking it one step at a time. I've hit 500 subscribers, so I guess the next thing that I would like to achieve is 1,000 subscribers. I do YouTube as a hobby, something to keep me from being bored. Also, I enjoy editing as well, so yeah. Next question. How many YouTube subscriptions do you have, and how active are you as a subscriber? Well, I have 53 subscriptions currently, and I feel I'm pretty active as a subscriber. I don't always comment, and I don't always press the like button, but just because I don't comment or press the like button on a web player doesn't mean I don't like your video. I'm watching it, so I guess that's reason enough, isn't it? Next question. Do you have a favourite AC YouTuber? Yes, I do. And that would be the Aussie Gamer. And I'm pretty sure most of you will agree his videos are fucking awesome. Nobody else does videos like he does, and they make me laugh every time I watch them. Uncontrollably sometimes. I just wish that he would upload more. But I guess, like, life dictates what you do or don't do. Next question. What made you stop playing AC3 apart from the lag, smoke bomb, gun and the typical bullshit of the game? Well, it was none of those things really. I guess it was just the overall repetitiveness of the game itself, you know. I've been playing ACR for like 9 months and then a further 3 months playing AC3, and it just got so repetitive. I guess it's all those noob lobbies that I was playing. Good thing I've been changing that in the past few weeks, eh? Next question. If you could make an Assassin's Creed game, where would you have it set? I actually really like this question. I think it's a pretty good question. So my answers to that would be, you know, in Assassin's Creed Embers we have that Japanese assassin who comes to visit Ezio. Well, if I was the game designer for Assassin's Creed, I would set the game in Japan, in the era of the samurai. I think it would be fucking badass to run around as a samurai assassin dressed in black, hiding in the shadows, cutting your opponents in half with a sharp as fuck katana. And I'd go a little bit more gory, more blood and things like that. Yeah, I think it would be fucking sweet. Next question. Do you think that GameLab will result in the developers using what the players experiment with in AC4 to shape the next AC multiplayer, rather than the developers creating a multiplayer based on what they think the players want? Yes and no, I guess. The devs will see what we come up with in GameLab, and they may or may not implement it based on how popular these things are. I know for one thing that the Brotherhood style detection meter is going to be very popular for most modes, so whether or not they implement that into the next multiplayer is another thing. So I can't really say yes or no either way on that. Next question. Besides AC, what is your favourite game of all time and why? Would that be... My favourite game of all time would be the first game that I really ever got into properly, and that was Sonic the Hedgehog, back in the day. I think it was the simplicity of the overall game. No desire to kill everything in sight, you know, just run around and collect gold rings. It was fucking brilliant. Next question. What was your first game console? Well, that segues nicely from the previous question. Well, my first game console was a Sega Mega Drive, which I purchased with money that I earned from taking the family dog for a walk, because I was brought up to believe that you had to earn everything in life and things weren't just put on a plate for you. Next question. Have you ever been to college? If so, what are you studying? Did you study? Yes, I went to college, but that was a very long time ago. And what did I study? I studied graphic design for 2 years, at which the end of I passed with distinction. But it just so happens to turn out that I didn't end up getting a job in graphic design, nor did I continue further education. I ended up getting a job and earning money, and I enjoyed that more than learning stuff, you know. You played the guitar. What song was the most challenging for you to learn? Well, I think the first song that I ever learned to play, which was Basket Case by Green Day, was the most challenging, simply because I wasn't used to holding my fingers in place on the neck, nor was I used to where the chords were or things like that. So yeah, the first song, which was Basket Case by Green Day. Next question. What's your favourite genre of music and what are your favourite bands? Well, my favourite genre of music is punk rock. My favourite bands are Pennywise, Green Day, plus a whole bunch of other bands that you probably never heard of. So yeah. Next question. What's your favourite movie of all time? Well, that would have to be The Goonies. That film basically captures the essence of my childhood, which was hanging out with my friends, going out, riding our bikes, exploring, not necessarily searching for hidden treasures or being chased by bad guys, but yeah. What is your favourite Pokemon and why? I was never into Pokemon because when Pokemon came out, I was too old for it. What's your favourite pizza topping? Well, my favourite pizza topping would be pepperoni. But whenever I get a pizza, I always go for hot and spicy. I don't know why, I'm just addicted to it. And finally, I'm going to leave you with a riddle. There is a dead man in a coffin. A gravedigger digs a hole in the ground and puts the coffin with the dead man inside of it into the hole in the ground. How old is the gravedigger? I got no fucking clue. I couldn't read into that whatsoever and I've got no idea. So yeah, that's the end of my Q&A. I want to say thanks for your questions. I hope you enjoyed the answers. I want to say thanks for watching this, and I'll catch you later, YouTube.